Testing, 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 testing. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, yesterday I did not test and obviously nothing worked out. So I'm gonna wait and just see if it is. Good morning, sunshines, just in case we're actually on. Good morning, sunshines, hashtag GMS. As you jump on, say good morning, sunshine, and say hashtag GMS. I got a thumbs up. Kyle, can you actually hear my voice today? You're like, everybody's like, she's early. I know, because structure is super sexy. Like, I'm on it today. Good morning, Charity. I think that's like such a delay. I think it's a yes. I'll just like hang out and totally wait to make sure you guys can hear me. Good morning, Miss Tamra. Yay. Okay, because you would be telling me by now if it was not. Good morning, Joni. You guys. Yesterday, I just have to go through real quick because I'm cracking up at myself. Good morning, Megan. Yesterday, I go to talk about structure, right? And I'm like ready to talk about like having systems and things being organized and blah, 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 blah. And then Kinsey and I went for a run. So I'm already 3 minutes late. And I was like, oh, this is going to be so funny because I'm going to like talk about starting structure with like being late, right? So I'm already like kind of cracking up. And then my whole like stand where I put my phone is broken. So I can't get it up. So then I'm later. Then I go live and there's some basketball that's like flying towards my finger. I thought it meant to like point the phone the right direction so that it wasn't tilted, but really I have some weird filter on. Then I find out you guys can't hear me. Then I try to post about it afterwards. It says that my video is like way too short, and like literally my message is disappearing before my eyes, like as I'm trying to post you guys. And I was like, okay, like obviously this isn't working, so structure is not my thing. So I was cracking up. I'm gonna redo today. Whoa. As you guys jump on, you're saying good morning, sunshines. Tammy says she's grateful for the unknowns. Tammy, you should do a full good morning sunshine about that because that is such a great topic, and we haven't done that before. I absolutely love your response there. What's something you're thankful for? I'm thankful for all of this. So we are doing our like staycation camping. We didn't get to go anywhere or try any of our trips this spring. We didn't do any of our spring breaks or anything. And the kids were like, well, it's gonna be gorgeous, it's gonna be camp. So there's our cabana bar. I still haven't done one about that everybody was working on so hard this last quarantine time. Then we got the camper out. I wake up this morning with so much gratitude as I'm like actually like doing my miracle morning routine in here. I look outside, so I'm like, I don't know, halfway through my routine, and I look out and the family's all sitting around a fire, and I was like, oh, my heart. So went and grabbed baby boy, teach him what camping is. So that's what my heart is thankful for right now. What's something you guys are thankful for? Good morning, Shayna, Kelly, Debbie. John Carroll's gonna host Good Morning Sunshine Live with me today. He's actually around. No, he said no. Okay, it is, I don't even know what day it is, you guys. It's camping day. It's Thursday, so exercise. Okay, what was your last exercise, or what's your next exercise going to be? And then also, could you guys answer early morning runs? Kelly, yours is already going to be a yes, right? Camping this weekend too. Where are you going? You guys probably have like places you can go down in Texas, huh? Good morning, Christy. So I am like wondering how many people are actually working out in the first like of the morning, even if it's just for a minute or two. We have a lot of girls from our I Am journey that are starting there. Good morning, sunshine. You're so cute. That are starting their miracle morning today. So I'm guessing that we have a few more people that are like, yes, I've already worked out somewhat. Okay. Good morning, Amy. Good morning, Amanda. Structure. This is funny. All right. So we started our, and I've talked about our I Am journey, right? We started that, and the first round that I went through or we created was in January. And we focused on our one word. And I've told you guys my word before, and just in passing or whatever. I know because my incredible friend Denise, actually, after I said it, she sent me a bracelet with my word on it. Like she was watching and paid attention and sent me something because of it. Like, coolest thing ever. So shout out to Denise. I love you. I shout out to Dean, of course. I'm sure, Dean, you probably picked out the colors and everything because that's your gig, right? But anyways, so I've talked a little bit about it, but I wanted to just dive into what it's done for me, having a one word focus for the last 4 months, right? How that's affected my life, having a one word focus for 4 months. Because some of you might have thought about doing this, but it's like a New Year's resolution, right? It comes and goes. And like maybe somebody will talk about it like, oh yeah, that's right. My word this year is, it's presence. but like you don't like remember it. So for your one word to make a difference, it should be something that comes up for you on a regular basis, if not daily basis, so that I know, Amanda, you are very in focus, and she always capitalizes focus, which is one of my favorite things, right? But it's something that you want to be focused on a regular basis, where you're giving yourself towards that. And I was thinking about structure and how it could apply to other people's lives. So first, here's what's happened to me, and let's see what could happen for you, right? My word is structure, and it's so funny because I'm presenting to groups, right? I'm like, I know it's not sexy. Like I didn't pick a sexy word like hope or believe or faith or, all these like lift me up. It's like, blah, structure. But here's what I discovered for myself. I am so like, this is interesting. Like I'm so the person that doesn't want to have a boss. Is anybody else like that? Like I am specifically like, I just do not want to work for anyone, right? I haven't worked for anyone since 2001, I think 2002. 60504. No, it's actually 2004. Okay, so I haven't worked for anybody for 16 years. I'm an entrepreneur all the way. I love running my own job. I love running my own business. I love being my own boss. I do not want people telling me what to do. So because of that and that like innate distaste for somebody bossing me around, I think that I've kind of felt like, Christy's like, yes, me too, right? I kind of have felt like I've placed structure as a boss. Because if I have to do something or be somewhere or have this in place, now I have that as my boss. Not a physical person, but like this thing as a boss. So I've kind of resisted, right? And by kind of resisted, I mean like, we had our brick and mortar shop for 4 years where we actually like had like smoothies and everybody would come in. I'm still not brick and mortar, because that's like, you gotta be somewhere each and every day at a certain time. And I was like, structure, no, I don't like it, right? But the result of that was a little bit of inorganization. It was or inefficiency, I would say. And you can't become everything that you are potentially like able to become. That was a long, bad sentence, but whatever. We won't redo. No, it's alive, you guys. You can't redo, right? But so looking at that, you can't become like all that your potential is if you don't have some sort of structure within there. So I started like reevaluating what I did throughout the day and looked at how could I become more efficient. And this is what opened up for me, you guys, is that structure creates freedom. And when I paired those two together, I was like, oh, okay, like this is something that I would want to bring into my life more, right? Because with structure and with like secure steps of this is what we have going on, now it opens me up and it frees me up for other things because I know where I get to be present when I'm present, right? So examples, okay? And a lot of this is with my work and my businesses. Are there any other, I saw one person say that they'd never want a boss. Are there any other entrepreneurs watching? Like, is anybody else like you're your own boss? Or would anybody else do you wish you were your own boss? Do you wish like eventually would you like to not have somebody else bossing you around, right? Just super curious. So tell me if you're your own boss or if you would like to be your own boss. Okay, so for me, what I started to realize in my business is that if I had devoted time, number one, to my day, structure to my day, where I could be focused like Amanda is. Charity is like, yes. So Charity, you are entrepreneur, right? Or you want to be one. I don't know everybody's like full gig, right? But so I'd have devoted time where now here my presence is here instead of my presence going back and forth. So structure has given me focus. Okay, so that's one piece, right? Here we're getting more, okay, now it's so delayed, so now I'm getting all your answers, right? The other part is structure within my business. Structure where I can streamline things and help more, more people and create more systems where people are able to get better results, right? And it's like, to me, that kind of reminds me of a factory. Right? Being a factory, like having a factory where either I'm doing all the pieces and melding all the pieces and I'm on every single line, or I've got something else or a machine just moving things through, right? So I can, like a boss, like so, right? So I can be my own me. and I can do what I do best, which is usually working with people, not with those different things. So this year, you guys, just in 4 months, structure has done a world of change for me. And it is a daily focus. It is something that I have to go back to. And it's gonna take some time, by the way. If you haven't created structure in your life, it might take you a long time to get to this space where you're able to have that freedom and that clarity, because you don't have the junk and the mess and the chaos. Not that you can't be spontaneous, you have spontaneity, whoa, but it's just that you know what's coming next, right? Your ducks are in a row. So I know that for me, it's going to take all of 2020. I was going to say 2012, legit, you guys. Like, it's going to take me the entire year, because I have so many different things to put in place. And I love this because baby Carol, right, is coming November. So I'm like, in my mind, I'm at this, like, in this race to create all of my structure, which means I even need more focus, so that by that time I can have more presence with my baby, because structure creates freedom. So let's look at structure in your world. Right? Just for a second, just examine. You don't need to take my word. I mean, you absolutely can, right? But you might have other things that you really need to dive into. So one lesson, yes, is have a word, be connected to it, and really like give yourself to that for the year and see what happens. The next thing though, is if you want to borrow structure for a second and look at your life. Okay. Number one, in quarantine time, super great conversation. Have you created structure in your life during this time, right? Do you have indistractables? Like that's how distracted I am, right? Jeff, I'm like reading your comment at the same time. So I will, that one looks great. I have not read that one. So look at your like days right now. Do you have structure set up in place so that you can be present where you're present? Meaning you can be present when you're schooling with the kids, if you have to school with the kids. You can be present when you're working. You can be present when you're with yourself. A lot of moms, we were having a lot of conversations in IM last night about going for walks, right? Like sometimes like, hey, I'm going to go for a walk. It just means you need your mental peace and clarity. It's part of your structure for your day. John was just showing me that he actually has in his phone alarms that go off that tell him when his workouts are throughout the day. And some of it is getting away and getting that mental peace, right? But we're going to start construction right now at the same time. It's so... I was doing a video yesterday, you guys. We were doing... Oh my God, this is my life. We were doing a live video yesterday, and literally like as soon as the video started, they started, I don't know, like there was vacuuming or something going on that was in the video the whole time. I was like, what the hell is happening? Okay, anyways, so structure could create that for you, right? It's just knowing when you're gonna do what. Let's talk about for your health. What's your structure around your health? Do you have a health plan? Because if you don't have structure and you're not innately one of those people who grab fruits and veggies and meats, right? Then you probably have some different challenges. But if you have a structure, then what happens is you know that on this day I do this. Sometimes like I didn't want to have, my egg whites for breakfast, but I did because it's my structure. I'm just used, like that's what I do. That's my structure. I have the days where I work out Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, 8:30 a.m. We do our live workouts. That's my structure. Today we're camping, right? So would normally I be doing a workout at 8:30? No, I'd be like, no, but it's my camping day. I'm not doing workout. It's fine. We'll just go inside. Don't worry, you guys. You just roll with it. You roll with it and you just shut the door. What is wrong with my family? Oh my God. And now I'm all tilted, but whatever. So, you know that you work out on Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Now that's something you can, okay, thanks Rebecca. It's still better this way, right? But it's something where you're able to know what you're doing next. Your structure could be that I know that I have like healthy meals, and then on Friday night is my one crazy night, right? It's where we get pizza and beers or whatever. There's structure. But then what happens when you create structure in your life is there's less time and room for question. And that's what gets us into trouble, right? It's our lack of decision. You guys, we just talked about indecision like 2 weeks ago, right? How difficult it is for most people to make a decision, especially when you have two offers on the table and one is a caramel brownie sundae and the other one's broccoli, right? And you're like, yeah, they're literally creating a structure. So true, Amanda. See, you could just be right here with me too. Well, let's just go like this. We can still see them in their work zone back there. So yeah, that could be something where you guys are looking at having the exact system for your health. So what's your health structure, right? I don't know if you guys are note takers. I'm a note taker, right? So if you're thinking about this, what's my health structure? What's my system? What do I do for my health? Because if I'm giving these options on a daily basis and I have to choose the broccoli every time, that's gonna be freaking hard because I don't want the broccoli, right? I want put some cheese in your broccoli, it's much better. I don't want the broccoli, I want, Amanda, you and I are just chatting it up this morning, aren't we? I want the freaking turtle sundae, okay? That's hard, but if your structure says no, you have broccoli with your dinner, and then you have your broccoli or your broccoli sundae, you have your your turtle sundae or whatever on Sunday, then now you know. Right? Now you don't have to make the decision over and over again, and it just makes life easier. And now structure creates clarity for you, right? Structure creates freedom, and it actually creates forward movement. Where else in your life can you think about structure? Not just with your health plan, right? Definitely with your businesses. I think undoubtedly people are working from home for the first time. They're trying to employ themselves for the first time, be their own boss for the first time. And you guys, that's really important to create structure around what you're doing, or you're not going to get better. Some of you guys will discover that you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to be your own boss because of quarantine time. You're going to discover, you're like, I really am good at this. Others of you are going to discover, like, you're like, whoop, nope, not my gig, not yet, right? I can't do it. Then I'm looking at like structure in your, like even just like your annual life. Like what do you have like throughout the year normally, okay, that you have planned that are big things that you look forward to, like your progress, right? Here's our structure. We go on vacation with the full family. In November, we have our camping trip, and this time, here's where we're all forward moving. Here's our goals for the year. There's structure that you're working towards, right? So, you guys, I'm sitting here in camping zone and also construction zone, building a structure for the cabana, securing things. Oh, this is a really good point, Amanda. This is a good point that you said. Okay, so they're securing our structure even more. The structure's there, but there are a couple tweaks to secure it. So as you're building your structure in your life, you're going to discover that there's some tweaks and things that you can do to make sure that you check check every single move. Just like John with his phone and his alarm going off, there's another structure that he's like, it's just another addition to making sure that he's staying on track. Okay, so here we are. We're camping at the Carols. I'm even wearing my camping shirt. This is my eclipse shirt. We went and watched the eclipse in 2017. I was like, camping shirt. We're about to do a beach workout at 8:30. So if you guys are not in the group, I'll try to get as many people in as I can right after this. You don't have to have a beach. Like usually I'm in my living room right here, so you can totally do that. So we're gonna do our beach workout. It's gonna be a freaking gorgeous day in here in Colorado. So my structure for the day is presence with my family, because sometimes that's important to add in there too. You guys, if you're committed today, commit to evaluating one of the systems in your life, okay? It doesn't need to be your whole life because that might take some serious time. Do you want to look at your business? Do you want to look at your financial success? Do you want to look at your relationships? Do you want to look at your physical health? Do you want to look at your mental health, right? It might just be your happiness, and discover and just look, do I have structure in place? And if I don't, it's probably time to start to evaluate that is. And if you don't know what that looks like and you don't even know where to start, shoot me a message. Like we can just gab back and forth for a second, you guys. I'm all about just, we're at home, right? I can be doing some like Facebook and wherever. So, hi Gina, how are you, my beautiful? Okay, that is all that I have for you guys. We'll see you guys camping style tomorrow because we're at the lake. All we're missing is a lake. That's the only thing we're missing, right? All weekend. I'm just going to show you guys our camping setting. Can I just do that real quick? Kinsey's coming down. Oh, she's so cute. Okay, Kinsey, we're taking him camping. Grandpa started doing construction right while we were doing this. It's so perfect. So we have our beach, and now we have our cabana that's obviously not done yet, and our fire pit's right back behind that.
Where's Quincy?
I think with Grandma. Structure, you guys. Where's your kid? He's in the camper. The kid's out in the camper, home working it up. And then look at our campsite even has a playground. Best ever. Literally, we just need a lake. Could somebody send us a lake? That'd be great. I know you're thinking, is the hot tub count? No, John's fixing it because I broke it. Okay.